here are the 8 steps to properly wash your vehicle. Let's get into it. Every product mentioned in this video will be linked below. I like to have a 2-bucket system. This is for doing the rinsing on the exterior of the paint of the vehicle. The reason for using a 2-bucket system is to cut down from adding any more defects into the paint, which can be caused by dirt on the wash mitt, etc. What you're doing is you're using the first bucket to rinse off all the dirt, and then you're going into the second bucket, which is clean soap, and then you're taking that back onto the car. And I like to have a 3rd bucket. This is gonna be for my wheels. So in the wheel bucket, what I like to have is these little nifty guys called wheel woolies. These are gonna get in the barrels of the wheels and behind the calipers. It's also nice to have a dedicated wash mitt for the exterior of the faces of the wheels. And then I also like to have a soft bristled lug brush. So along with these buckets, I have grit guards in the bottom of each and every one of them. What this is gonna be doing is you place this at the bottom of your bucket, and let's say that you drop your wash mitt in that bucket and it has dirt. What that's gonna do is it's gonna keep it from going to the bottom of the bucket where that dirt is once it falls and picking it back up again. So for the products that I like to use with the soaps, we either have a slight pH soap, and then we also have a pH neutral soap. Having a slight pH in there is gonna kind of help break down any sort of contamination on the paint a little bit quicker. The reason why I really like this soap is it is highly concentrated, it has a nice minty fresh smell, and it gets really, really sudsy and works amazing in the foam cannon. Having the foam cannon, definitely a plus to have. If you don't have a foam cannon, this still works really, really well for just putting it on a wash mitt. And then the IGL wash, this does not have a lot of suds in it, but if you wanna use a pH neutral soap, this is one that I like to use. When it comes to breaking down the brake dust, I like to use P&S brake busters. We will drop a link below. You wanna have a good drying towel. This one in particular is the one that I like. You can drape it over the vehicle and it kind of just grabs up all the water and it makes it really easy. Now, after I get done washing, I like to use this product to go around the whole car on the exterior and make sure that I'm getting any sort of water spots, grease, grime, and anything like that off the surface of the paint, the windows, and the wheels. And then last but not least, you're gonna wanna have a decent pressure washer if you want to use the foam cannon. If not, obviously just a home garden hose will work as well, but you won't be able to use the foam cannon. All right, now step 2 is gonna be the wheels. The reason why I like to get the wheels done first is because that's where most of the collective dirt and brake dust and debris are, and I wanna get that out of the way and then get into the washing. We're going to grab the wheel woolies and we are going to start cleaning the barrels and the faces of the wheels. So step 3 is gonna be the initial rinse. You wanna do an initial rinse so you can get off all the excess debris that you can prior to hitting it with the wash mitt, so you're not gonna be rubbing any extra into the paint or the wheels. Step 4 is gonna be spraying down the car with the foam cannon. Foaming it down and going from top to bottom and front to back. The reason why I do that is because on the top of your vehicle, it's not gonna be as dirty as the bottom of your vehicle. And then the front is probably gonna have a lot of dried bugs and stuff like that. And the back is gonna have a lot of dirt from going down the road because it always goes to the back. If you do not have a foam cannon, that's when just using the wash mitt and soap is gonna work great for you too. Okay, so step 5 is gonna be scrubbing it down with the wash mitt. I go top to bottom, front to back. What I like to be aware of is I like to look at the wash mitt. If you start to get dirt on it, what I do is I go over into my rinse bucket and then get back in my soapy water bucket and I will start doing a new section. So it's always just very, very important to keep conscious effort into looking at this wash mitt because you don't want to be smearing around dirt, bugs, sand, and any sort of stuff like that. Okay, now step 6 is going to be rinsing it down for the last time. And you want to go from top to bottom to get all the soap and the dirt to go down to the ground. Now step 7 is going to be drying. One tip is when you are drying, just make sure that you are not going down bottom or below and wiping some dirt up from underneath the vehicle to get on your towel to kind of go back on your paint and scratch it up. So just be aware. So the 8th and final step is going to be going around the vehicle with this product right here, and this is going to help pick up any sort of pesky water spots left behind, especially if you don't have softened water. It's really good for grease, grime. I like to kind of go over everything exterior in the vehicle, wheels, windows, calipers, door jambs. It's really great. So these are my 8 steps on how I like to properly wash a car. And if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, leave a comment below.